everybody. Today I'm going to be planning for my writing day in my Erin Condren Life Planner in the hourly layout, and I'm going to be showing you how I set up for my week in this planner. I have been using it for a couple of months and it seems to be working pretty well. Let me show you guys. First of all, in the monthly layout, I don't know if you can see the whole thing, it doesn't really matter, but in the monthly overview, I usually lay out what I think I will be doing that month and accomplishing that month on a daily basis. So in this case, I have some books that are going to be under my paranormal name that I have been reviewing. So I gave myself 3 weeks to review the 4 books. They've already been written, revised, edited, proofread, all that stuff, but I wanted to familiarize myself with the content only because it's been a while since I looked at them. And now they will be going to the formatters, or formatter I should say, for ebook and print, and then I will start the launch process, which I will be launching these in May and June, so I have not started with that advertising yet, but I will let you guys know how that goes and how I go about it, and you guys can come along with me as I set to launch a series under a different pen name. Now, the way I've been using this hourly is dividing it into 3 sections: my top 3, then my work that's going on for the day, and then on the bottom I put my depending on what's going on. Some weeks I like to use it to do whatever I'm focusing on, and what seems to be working right now is to do the top 3, to include the main focus of the day. In the center, I do whatever other busy work I get accomplished, and then the bottom I'm using for any advertisement, Facebook parties, just to remind myself of what Facebook groups I have visited, that sort of thing. So I'm trying to adjust the lighting here just to make sure that it's good. I am sorry that the whole planner doesn't seem to be fitting in here. I thought I had it up high enough, so let me try and adjust it. Give me just a second here. There we go. I think I got most of the planner in there now. Okay, good. So I really only need 1 page in there at a time so that we can start with this fun plan with me. All right, so how I start normally is on the first half of the week. I set up the theme and how I want it to be. So this is in March, which is still St. Patrick's Day, and I have this really cute sampler. It's from Ben's Design Co. And I like this graphic here. It is I got a lot of shadowing. I don't like shadowing. Is that better? Hold on. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can do this without having so much shadowing, and okay, there we go. That helps a little bit. There's still some shadowing, and I'm not exactly sure why. Seems like lighting is always a problem with videos. All right, so anyway, as I was saying, I have this sampler from Ben's Design Co. and I happen to have this really cute full box that has a cupcake and a dome. So I'm going to use this just because it matches almost perfectly with the March color. So I'm going to put this up here in the corner. And of course, oh, actually I think I got it straight. Well, glory be. So what I use a lot when I do these is I use a lot of whiteout. Because I white out the times I don't use the times. So let's just do that. So for the top 3, I usually use, and you know, it's up to you. Sometimes I'll write top 3 in this one and then put the 3. So I'm gonna do that as soon as I decide what pen I'm gonna be using. I think I'm gonna go with this Sharpie today. Let me see. I'm gonna go with this Sharpie and with my favorite Muji pen. So I am going to write up here the top 3. Now, I think I'm going to highlight, I'm trying to decide. Okay, y'all, I know I sound really indecisive, but I was going to say that's not normally me, but it is. Okay, so I have my mild liners here. I'm going to use the greenish one. And I'm just going to highlight a small section of the, like in the center here. Just kind of, I don't want it really neat, so I'm just kind of doing it kind of messy. And then with the Sharpie, I'm going to write in top 3. Now, there's many schools of thought as to why we should do a top 3. And the main school of thought is that when you do top 3, you're setting yourself up for success because it makes you feel, once you get those 3 things done, of course, they should be attainable and achievable and not something that you like, hopefully if I get 3,000 words done and my dog doesn't bark and the mailman comes on time and blah, 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 I'll get my top 3 done. Not those kind of top 3. It has to be top 3 that are kind of automatics, things that you should get done on a daily basis, but are achievable, attainable, but not to the point where you feel like you have to, you know, it'll be a stretch. And then if you don't achieve them, you'll feel like you totally failed. So that's what your top 3 should be. I'm leaving Sunday blank, of course, because Sunday is not a day of work. Normally, also on Saturdays, I don't work unless I don't achieve my writing goal or something like that. So to mark my top 3, I have these little checklists of 3 bows, and there's 4 of them. And then over here, I have these 4 also of 3 heart checklists, but they're all 4. I would really like to have at least 5, but let me admit to you guys that I normally don't work on Thursdays, but I do my top 3 on Thursdays. So, and the reason I work on Thursdays, I just don't write on Thursdays, is really what I should say. So sometimes I'm okay with skipping Thursday, but I'm not going to do that this week. I am going to find, and I'm looking over here in my D-stash, I can cut these. I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to cut these to 3. And then the good news is I have another 3 for another week. So I have 2 sets of 3. All right, so let's do that. So what I do then is I put my 3 hearts down so that I can mark my top 3. Now, you don't have to. You can just do a little dot or asterisk if you wish, but I like to use these guys because they kind of mark it for me. Oh, I was hoping my little dog would stay quiet. She was napping, but now she's run into the other room and started barking at nothing. She always barks at nothing. I go out there to look and see what she's barking at, thinking maybe somebody's coming, and no. Used to be the other dogs would jump up and run too, but now she's like the kid that cries wolf. Nobody pays her any mind. She runs to the window and barks, and then nobody pays her any attention. So, all right. So that's my top 3 that I'm marking there. Okay, and then I use a favorite washi tape to mark the next section. And today I'm using this washi. It has little books on it, and I got this. You can find at, ooh, let's see, where did I see it? Pretty sure I got it at Michael's. I don't have my, my artist tool that I usually use to cut this with. I was organizing and preparing my things for planner meetup. I'm going to this planner meetup on Saturday. It's called Planner Hoopla, and we're like 4 of us are going together in a car. It's gonna be so much fun. It's like kind of like a girls trip slash, it's a girls trip slash planner meetup. So, and it's in this little town called Jefferson, Georgia, I think. Jefferson, Georgia, and it is about 2.5 hours from where I live. So we usually go to this thing. We're there for the event, which is like 3 hours, and we leave the event, and then we stop at a craft store or Michael's or one of those places and shop and just, you know, have fun. And then after that we stop and eat. Usually, lately, it seems like we always stop at a Korean restaurant or a some kind of restaurant like that, but something we don't have here in our town. Our town is kind of, I want to say medium-sized town. So we do have a bunch of stuff like a mall, movies, you know, all kinds of restaurants and stuff. But we still go places and sometimes end up finding things, you know, that we don't have here. We have small theater group, you know. But it is the kind of town where if I go shopping, I usually run into somebody I know, no matter where I go. Go to the post office, somebody in line will be, hey, how's it going? Kind of thing, you know. So I call it a little big town because even though it's a big town, you still always seem to know what everybody else is doing, and you run into people that you know and stuff like that. I like it. Some people don't like it. It's not a good town to live in if you want to have an affair. I can't tell you that, because you're going to run into people you know no matter what you do. So people that I find out are having affairs in my town, I always wonder how they got away with it for so long. But eventually they get caught, obviously, or else I wouldn't know about it. News travels like wildfire. I remember one time my nephew was out partying with some friends, and he was the designated driver, and his little butt drank. So of course he got pulled over by one of the sheriff's deputies. I didn't have to wonder where my nephew was because I got 3 or 4 phone calls. I left him there overnight though. I didn't go get him till the next day. I was like, I am not picking up his little butt. He's gonna learn from this lesson. So, yep, you learn about stuff. My husband got in a motorcycle wreck once too, and the sheriff's deputy who was there on scene, he was fine, but he's like, oh yeah, call Hildy and let her know her husband's okay. He was on the wreck on blank road, and I'm like, okay. So anyway, I got a call from one of the sheriff's deputies' wives. Hey, your hubby was in a wreck. You might want to go pick him up. He's okay. He's refusing to go to hospital. I'm like, oh Lord. So anyway, that's the kind of town I live in. Okay, so I give myself I'm gonna give myself like this much for my busy work, and then I'm gonna use, oh fudge. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna use this washi tape. This is what happens when you hoard washi tape for too long. Sometimes it just doesn't work that well. It turns messy. Okay, so hopefully this one will be fixable. It's got paper clips on it. I think it's so cute. So if y'all live in a big or small town, let me know. I grew up in the city in San Diego, and so nobody knew anybody there. But I've lived here, where I live now, in Georgia, for a lot longer than anywhere else, and I love it. Okay, so I am putting down the paperclip washi, and I do not know where this came from. I think it was in a pack of washi that yes it was, and I remember now it's in a pack of washi I got from Hobby Lobby. So I'm putting the paper clips down to mark the next section. So let me open this up so I can tell where to put this one. As you can tell, I whited out all the times because I don't use the times. I do sometimes if I feel like, okay, next week I have a ton of stuff and it's all time relevant. I'll leave some of the hours on here, but for the most part I don't need times. But I like this layout in this planner because I like the lines. Okay, so, and then on the bottom sometimes I'll use another washi. I think in this case I am going to, I did pull this out because it kind of has the same colors as the top, so it kind of to me rounds it off. So let's do that. Alright, so let me tell you what's going on in my writing world. I am using a different pen name. I have written some books in the paranormal genre, paranormal romance, and I use H.M. McQueen, just my initials for paranormal, just to differentiate for my readers that the difference, even though you can probably tell by the covers. But I just wanted some to make sure it was very clear that I write a specific different genre that is not at all historical. So I have the series that's releasing this summer, and then as far as my westerns go, I am going to be releasing another bride book this year. because it's already written. And then I am going to start edits and rewrites to release Medieval Highlands for the rest of the year. So that's my plan right now. It keeps changing, but that's okay. Alright, so let's see. I do have these stickers by Christian Designs, but I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to include any personal stuff, but I'm going to just look and see if it has stickers that I might can use for writing. So these are all cleaning. I bought these at Hobby Lobby. Get it done. Okay, some of these I thought were useful for writing, so I might use some of those. I haven't decided yet. I don't want to, I think these colors might be a little bit too bright to go with this, so maybe not. So let me pick this other book, which is the, I'm trying to find the, from Me and My Big Ideas, and see if there's something here that I can use. I'm trying to find some little things on the side that kind of go with writing. This one does have a bunch of little pens, so I might do that. Okay, let's start with Monday, March 23rd through Sunday, March 31st. All right, so on the 30th, I'm gonna just say I have a birthday party. I know that, and it's really standing out in my mind because it's a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a while who will be in town. So I'm super excited to see her. And I'm just gonna use something really cute and fun and put that here just to remind me that I have a birthday, a birthday party to attend that day, and my best friend is gonna be in town. So I'm excited about that too. All right, so let's see. So my top 3, I know for a fact, are going to be to check my stats. As you guys already know, I do that. Oh, I'm using the wrong pen, and it's acting like it dried out. So I check my stats. And what I mean by stats is my sales stats, see how many books I've sold, and tracking how many pages read, and my Kindle Unlimited. Most of my books are KU. I am about to release a 3-book series though, that I already have written. I have a whole bunch of books that are already written. I get so lazy about getting them edited and revised and that kind of stuff, because I'll write a short book for a project, but then I don't want to release it because it's a short one book. So I want to like either write a couple more or make it longer or something, so it ends up sitting in my written book pile. Okay, so so I do that in the mornings. I'm sorry, there we go. I check my stats, I check my email. And then I post on Facebook on my personal page. Now, you guys will say, well, this is like an automatic, and true it is, but let me tell you what, when I check off these 3 things, I'm like, wow, look at that. I've got 3 things done, and psychologically, it just sets me up for a good day to become more productive. So, I can't explain it, but it just works. And you might say, well, I'm not going to put Facebook posts. I'm going to say write 500 words, and that's fine. You know, whatever you think is doable, attainable, and almost like an automatic is what I suggest, like something automatically that you do. So you might have Instagram here, you might have check ads, that kind of stuff. So then I go through the day and I have certain things that I know I will do. One of them is check my ads, and I'm sorry for any shadowing. Check my ads, review my groups. On Mondays, I like to review all my groups to see what's going on. I post on some of my groups. I post on in my Western Sizzle group, and I post in my readers group. And in one of them that's called Indulgences. Okay, so then I do that, and then for sure on Mondays I have a telephone call, so a telecon. It's really more of a video call with my writer friend Kimberly Ann. I'm just gonna write Kim Ann. So that's how that will go. So I write down my top 3, what I know I'll be doing during the day, and then any busy work that happens, like let's say I email my formatter, email my cover artist, that kind of stuff, that goes in the center. And Wednesdays, of course, you guys know I have hunk day, so I'll make sure I write that down. Even though it's an automatic, sometimes I just need a visual just to remind me that that's the day that I do hunk day. Then on Thursdays, I have lunch with some friends, so that day I kind of is my day. Also, if I want to make any appointments, like for chiropractors or for my, you know, get hair done, things like that, I usually go ahead and make them for Thursdays. By Thursday, I'm kind of tired and kind of need to get out and do something, especially if I haven't left the house at all. So usually on Thursdays, I will leave the house and run errands. I'll go do some lunch, like I said. I'll go and meet with my friends. Sometimes I'll meet somebody for coffee or tea or just, Starbucks. But most of the time, that's the day that I just go out to lunch with my friends, and then I will run any errands that I've been putting off, because I do put off errands. So I'm going to put lunch date here. I love this sticker. This sticker is from, hold on, let me put it down. The sticker is from the memory planning, just look for the number 472. It's got a bunch of really cute stickers in it. And these books you can find at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. I'm sure there's other places, but anyway. So that's the day that I go to lunch, and usually I run my errands. So down here, I'm just going to write down errands so I can mark whatever errands that I feel that I need to get done that day. All right, and then my husband's paydays also fall every other Thursday, so sometimes on Thursdays I can go drop off a payment somewhere or pick up something that he's been wanting me to get, that kind of stuff. All right, Friday is the day that I hunker down and try to achieve all my goals that I maybe put off or didn't quite accomplish, blah, blah, blah. You guys know that feeling. You want to finish up. I love finishing up my week with a bang. So I have these cute little animals. I don't know what they are. Aren't they cute? They are by My Fancy Shop, and I don't know if they still have them available because I've had them for a long, long time. So anyway, this little critter is so concentrating on her computer, so she's gonna go here because I know that's the day that I want to accomplish all kinds of stuff to close out the week on a bang. Like I said, Saturday I will do the top 3. I probably won't write because I usually don't write on the weekends, but I will try to get whatever busy work I might. Like sometimes I'll organize some things, stuff like that. Sunday I don't work at all. I go to church in the morning, and then my friends and I and my husband, we go out to eat lunch. So I'm going to, from the same sticker book, this is the day that hubby and I usually will do silly stuff, like run around Lowe's and just stare at stuff. I don't know, we do stupid stuff on Sundays. So I'm just going to put family day there, just as a reminder that this is the day that I don't work. So anyways, as far as my writing goes, because I think it's really important, I am going to, what did I do with those highlighters I had? Oh, here they are. I am going to use the color yellow because yellow to me stands out. And I am going to mark my writing. So what I'm going to do is right in the center of my layout here, I am going to highlight a row. I was going to say a panel. I don't know why I was going to say panel. Okay, so I'll highlight this here. And I am going to be writing a Highlander historical, but I'm just going to, instead of just writing like, I don't know what happened to this all of a sudden. It was working fine, and now all of a sudden it's dead. It's okay, no worries. I have another one somewhere, but I think it's a thicker. I don't care. I'm just going to write. I do have stickers that say write, but... And I'm going to do a colon because I want to write the words how many words I've written that day. Writing is something that I have to do every day. And I don't know if you know this, but sometimes I'm going to put writing on Thursday also, just in case I happen to write a little bit, even if I put a 0 next to it. Because sometimes I do write on Thursdays in the morning, because I don't go out to lunch till 12:30. So if I get up early, which I normally get up about 8:30, it still gives me time to write. Okay, so very simple, not overwhelming. You put this up on your desk every morning. You put up, check your top 3, and then the night before put a list of the things you want to accomplish the next day so that you can go through and check them off as you get them done. Now, on the side, let's see if I have one that says this week. I thought I saw one. I don't remember in which one though. Maybe it was in the student one. I'm looking in my, I'm looking in the student planner one, and I see one that says happy plans, so maybe I'll use that. This is more like goals and things that I want to accomplish. So I'm going to use this pencil here. I think the yellow one. So I'm going to put a pencil. And these are the things that I plan to accomplish this week that I may or may not. I can do them any day. It doesn't matter what day I do it. So I just need to put them on the side here to make sure that they get done. So I'll say video. I have to do another video for YouTube. I do have to do more videos, and I apologize that I hadn't done any videos, but I went through a funk. Everybody does. I went through this writer funk, which I felt I ended a series and it was kind of weird. Instead of feeling this sense of satisfaction, I felt a sense of loss. Like, okay, what do I do now? And what if I do something stupid? And before I knew it, like 3 or 4 or 5 days passed and I hadn't done anything. So it's really weird. So I need to do, anyways, back to this. I am going to do a YouTube video because I do want to put one up every week. I am going to do April's goals. I will be, by the way, in April, middle of April, I'm going to be in Paris. I'll be doing a vlog while I'm there. That's going to be a lot of fun. I do plan on going there to write, so hang out with some friends and write. I'll be staying there for 10 days, so I'm not going to be there for the whole time being a tourist, obviously. I'm going to be doing some writing. So I'm going to do my goals for April. Release list I've already done. Advertising. We're doing some advertising, and also I'm just going to do ad setup. And then another thing that I need to do is to clean my desk. I need to inventory my books because I'm going to Book Lovers Convention, and I need to make sure that I have whatever books I'm planning to sell. I have them inventoried, and if I need to order some, go ahead and order some. And then I also need to pack. So I'm going to do a packing list for Paris. Okay, and I need to order some euros from the bank. And I think that's about it. I do need to set up a hair appointment to get my hair colored before I go, and a nail appointment. Okay, there we go. So that's my layout and how I plan my week. On Sunday night, on the week before, this is the week that I'm in right now, and this night, I will sit down and make sure that I have everything here that I need to do. In the evenings, by the way, this bottom section I didn't explain. If I didn't explain, it's my miscellaneous. Like if I have a Facebook party, if I'm going out somewhere, if I have just something that's going on in the evening, some friends coming over, meeting authors for coffee, that kind of thing. So just making sure you can see the whole thing. There we go. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for checking out my channel. If you have any questions, please put them down below. I have started a newsletter for my paranormal pen name, which is HM McQueen. I'll put the link down below for you guys to join that newsletter. I would really appreciate it. And then I will be back with my next video, and I think I will be doing a video that kind of chit-chatting about, you know, going through the author funk. I will be, and the book process. I've been wanting to do a video on my book writing process and how to publish a book. Have a wonderful week. Happy reading and happy writing. Bye.